My God, it's 6-9. Nice. We're here. Jessica Walsh.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah, this
Nice.
Spencer Morgan's gonna end this thing, man.
Maybe. I don't know if you guys know this, but I always hum along. I don't know if you're listening. I hum along to the theme song when my mic is muted.
Oh God, yeah. I love that theme song, and I love Kurt King celebrating after running the ropes. That's my favorite thing in the world.
It's something to celebrate.
He had to lean over and catch his breath immediately after that. We had to cut away.
Oh man, I don't know about you guys. Raul Hernandez, he finally gets his shot at Spencer Morgan tonight.
Yeah.
And I think it's time for Spencer to end this. I think it's time for him to put Team Suits behind him and just move on. Just move on.
It's true. I've tested the audio. Everything sounds good. And Spencer does need to move on. But speaking of people that also wear suits that aren't moving on, that are getting more and more embedded, Ron Harris is the Scramble champion? Like, there's a lot to talk about throughout this entire card. The whole league has gotten crazy. Crazier than usual. I mean, I feel like we should just dive right into it, but really quickly, guys, what is with this? Ron Harris, Ichabod's lawyer, his brother-in-law, his landlord?
Yeah, he's the Scramble champion, and I can't you can't deny what he's done.
It's true.
He's done something
He's done something. He survived 8-man. Jessica, what are the rules of the scramble? The opening scramble?
Scramble is a battle royale, so all 8 men are in the ring at once, including our referee discussion.
Oh, God. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but Bradford Culpepper and the Masked Cyclist are in the ring facing off.
Shit.
I don't know how they got here. What the hell?
Oh my God.
They're just fighting.
They've been fighting all week?
I mean, maybe they just took breaks to eat or something, and maybe they napped or something. But we've had reports of strange grunts coming from here. But look, there's lots of weird noises.
Always so many weird noises. Probably in Civic Auditorium.
I mean, the fixers make so many noises. We have to do a lot of sound mixing to drown them out until you can hear us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially.
Oh God, 4Train's already way busted open, really bad. Okay, so we got Masked Cyclist in there. We haven't seen Bike Bianchi in a month. Masked Cyclist is now attacking Bradford Culpepper, who's been searching for Bike Bianchi, trying to bring him down. However he says it, but I mean, oh God, Masked Cyclist gets powerbombed. Jessica, I'm sorry, you gotta walk us through this fight.
Well, it's a elimination battle royale. You can eliminate someone by pinning them, forcing them to submit, knocking them unconscious, or throwing them out of the ring. It doesn't have to be over the top. You can just throw them between the ropes, and they are out of this match. I just hope Discussion Davis checked Bradford for a gun so he doesn't shoot anyone's pecker off.
Oh God, that's a great impersonation of him. I'd like to point out, let's say hi really quick to Gigana Tokyo. Chudley's here. On the Ropes is here.
Gigan 8 Tokyo.
and Roy Zoom 7777, first time watching this live. I've been enjoying the videos. Thank you, Roy. Happy to have you. It's a bloody opening scramble.
Yeah, it's Saturday, bloody Saturday or something.
This is very exciting. And I mean, we're already 4 minutes in. We don't have an elimination. Masked Cyclist and just keeps on going after Bradford.
Yeah.
This has got to be awkward for discussion.
Everything's awkward for discussion.
You got Vera Thoris is in there.
Ooh. Discussion critically injured. I mean, I don't know if he might not love sledding Bianchi, but he's trained with that man for years, and he just obliterated him.
True. That's true.
That's kind of what this is. This match is about obliteration.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that especially Esposito was eliminated. Kind of a dark horse in this match. Someone who's a quality fighter, but yeah, he's now eliminated. It's a lot of big boys in there now.
Yeah, except for Ron Harris. Ron Harris, who was slapping Jock in the corner.
Ron Harris, now he's just been hanging out in the corner watching these dudes just beat on each other. He's smart. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gets Bradford when he's not looking. He's a man of the law. He understands what's going on.
Yeah, you know, he knows what's up with the legal system. He knows that cops are sometimes suspect.
Sure, just peck her off. See him chase up. It's,
I feel like Bradford's not a fan of lawyers, you know? I want to take the law in my own hands.
Well, I mean, you know, especially any kind of defense attorney that tries to get someone who he probably feels is a criminal, you know, breed.
Fortran.
we've got it. Yeah, Fortran just kind of gets bloodied and thrown away.
Yeah.
I mean,
We've got a lot of groups represented here. We've got cops, lawyers,
Socialists?
people who like Phantom of
Sons
the
of
Opera,
Anger.
socialists, vegans.
oh god, Jock thrown out. We haven't seen Miles Manhoof since the barbecue. Now Jock is thrown out of there. Oh god, Torvald almost falls out. We're seeing, like, with Fortran's elimination, that's very interesting because Tapas Tiempo is probably going to be fighting later on tonight. There's, like you said, yeah, just about every group and demographic in popular culture today, as well as every stable in our league, seems to be here.
Yeah.
Oh god, Ron Harris is being squeezed by Bradford. Discussion is counting
doesn't
that
have
for
much
some
to
reason.
squeeze
I'm
out.
not sure if Discussion... Oh, Garden Green's out! Ron Harris is in the final four. If Ron Harris suddenly becomes like a hero in the scramble, like Asanafil... Oh god.
I think discussion was kind of there because it was supposed to be a break, but Bradford
Bradford
didn't let go. Yeah,
He is not a good cop. This is literally a bad cop
This
movie.
is a very interesting final four. Oh!
Ron's roll-up is impressive. I mean, he didn't get the pin, but he's going for it.
Oh yeah.
Everybody loves Ron's small package, and by that I mean the actual inside cradle that he
Damn
kills
it.
people with. all
Ron
right?
could have eliminated Bradford there easily.
Yeah, but instead socialism trying to take out a cyclist/capitalist.
I hate that I'm a Ron Harris fan right now, kind of. I don't know. Like, he's just pulling up his pants and running around. He's not doing much.
Yeah, he's really thinking this through, which I appreciate.
Why doesn't he have a belt if he needs? Like, shouldn't his belt be keeping his pants up? Does he not own a belt?
You know,
Maybe we should get one from Spencer.
yeah. He's really taking it to Bradford, which I think is interesting. Like, Bradford Culpepper is, you know, this man who shoots Packers off. And
Maybe he's trying to secretly defend Bike. Like, he knows Bradford and Bike have a thing, you know, a nemesis kind of relationship, and he's trying to take out Bradford.
I'd like to point out, like, on the ropes doesn't seem to want to know this, but Ron Harris and Ichabod don't really get along. So maybe Ron Harris is angling, but this isn't Bike Bianche. We don't know where Bike is, okay?
I know. I'm just saying, if you see Bradford and you love Bike, you're gonna hit Bradford. Is all I'm saying.
Sure. I guess. It's like, there's Bradford, I'm gonna hit him.
He threatened to shoot my friend's pecker off. Of course, I'm gonna hit him. Like,
I like how everyone's like just calls it Pecker.
I mean, you know,
Jason, if someone busted in and said, "I'm gonna shoot Jason Navarro's pecker off," I would hit that person for you.
For sure.
I
Big
would think
knees.
about it.
I mean, if they were smaller than me, I would definitely.
Oh, that cyclist is running a lot of ropes there. Finally runs into the socialist where he just gets knocked right down, which is interesting because Bike Bianche could be considered the ultimate capitalist. Not that that's Bike, but...
I mean, it could
Torvald's out! The final three are Bradford Culpepper, Mass Cyclist, and champion Ron Harris. Whoa, this little... Whoa.
Weirdo.
This is a crazy final three.
I feel like Ron is the odd man out here, but he's the champion of this match, so he's not.
What the hell? Bradford is totally gassed, totally just bends over. Looks like he's about to throw up. That was really weird.
He's just like,
oh, huge choke slam! Oh my god! Mass Cyclist is knocked out from the choke slam. Discussion Davis. Oh no, no! Oh my god! Run! Run! Ah! Ah! That was one of the greatest finishing sequences ever.
Ron Harris.
Ron Harris is officially in the history books as the second man ever to defend a scramble title. Third?
Third, yes.
What?
Someone should clip that. I don't think Let Lou is clipping things anymore.
Yeah, the clips are wrong. Someone has to clip that final. Oh my god.
Wow.
82 bullshit, Bix. Bullshit.
That was inspired.
Let's just say, I mean, this was Ron Harris a few weeks ago. You could see, like, he was at Mar-a-Lago, whatever. It's my Chicago accent. Like, Ichabod chases him around the house. Ichabod lives in the basement. This is terrible. This is a great day for the alt-right. Terrible for everybody else. I'm fucking blown away. Excuse my language.
Wow.
Talk about IQ. Like, he saw the opening. Bradford was so gassed.
I guess the question is he the smartest man in the league?
He could be the smartest man in the league.
I mean, that's a low bar, but still, it
is a low bar.
All right, well, I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed now already. We've got a shoot title fight here, people. Or no, it's just a shoot fight. Just a shoot fight. I'm sorry. It's between Chuchai and Wigwam. Wigwam, who's been trying his best here to get a win, but for some reason, oh my god, that's bullshit, but somehow sledding is there.
Wow.
Oh my god.
He's not going to be wrestling. We know that much.
This is in the basement. You know, we hold these MMA fights in the basement, so he must have just wandered there. But from what I understood, he was not okay. Like he was knocked out last week by Discussion Davis. He's not going to be refereeing tonight. But of course he's here, but he's been totally confused lately, right? During these MMA matches.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's been discussion actually. Discussion has been definitely confused over the rules of this. Although, let's be honest here, Mr. Bianchi has as well. Everybody seems really confused. We're operating under 2003 hook and shoot rules of 3-minute rounds back before women's MMA was taken seriously. Although these guys are clearly male, so I don't know.
It's bizarre. It's very SCFL. I think we just gotta have to go with it.
I hope. Wait, are we gonna get 5-minute rounds here or what?
I don't know.
We're about halfway through, if that's the case.
Yeah, we're gonna find out any second now. Chuchai's looking good. Really afraid of breaking his hands, it seems. Nope, 3-minute rounds. Sledding is still concussed. Sledding is still very confused. He's insisting on 2004 female hook and shoot rules, where they believe that women cannot fight is the same length of time as men for some reason.
I don't necessarily disagree with SCFL competitors not being able to go. I mean, think of how many men we've seen bent over, gassed, throwing up in this league. The last match, Bradford Culpepper is like bent over, heaving. Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that with as frequent as these guys fight in these dangerous shoot bouts, they don't need to overly tax themselves.
Yeah.
So, but then we see, guys go 20 or 30 minutes in a pro wrestling match and then go back the next week and do it again to no real ill effect. But
it's true. Well, I mean, grappling. I guess real life grappling is just exhausting. It's just so exhausting. Like, it's the most exhausting thing. Like, these men are just so hungry right now. They're eating protein bars between rounds.
We're getting a lot of headlocks from Wigwam. I think he's still under the impression that this is, even though the first round went short, maybe this fight will go on longer, and I don't think he gets it.
I think Chuchai's kicking his ass right now.
I think so too, but
we just, if only we had judges. If only we had 3 impartial people that could be judges.
I could probably go find some people. Should I go find some people right now? Like right now?
Maybe.
You just
grab 3 guys from the audience. Yeah. Nothing bad has ever happened with grabbing people from the audience, alright?
Looking.
Ask if they've murdered anyone first before you grab them.
I'm looking.
Oh god, we got blood.
Oh god.
Chuchai.
It's a gusher in here, like fruit gushers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't wanna look for people now. All right, I'm sorry. It's not happening.
Fruit gushers.
I'd like to point out. Okay, so first 2 matches, tons of blood, and so it's gonna be one of those nights, I guess. And damn, big head kick. This is a great fight. Too bad it's about to end.
Yeah, I know. Unless he knocks Wigwam out cold.
Like, where is this
Wigwam
going?
has gone to like 4 draws now or something like that.
Yeah, Wigwam he hasn't lost.
Yeah, it's true. He can't.
Oh God! Chuchai knocks him out and he does it. Look at the Chuchai dance. Oh God! Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Chuchai is kind of like Akiyama because Chuchai did some porn.
Yeah, it's true.
I love that, like, oh, it's going to a draw, and then Chuchai's like, you do realize I'm Chuchai.
90%, guys. Huge. That might be one of our first 90% MMA matches in ever?
Maybe, because these
Probably.
matches, the people tend to not like these matches somehow. I don't get it.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
So I'd like to point out that Jessica Walsh, we were talking about this during the week. This is one of those shows that is really, really deep. If you send us, we could send you to the website right now, and you can look over the card. It's incredibly deep, and there's a lot of gimmick matches. And so this match that we've got coming up here is one of the weirder ones. We got Mike Miller, alcoholic, kind of son of anger, comes in and out, versus Credit Lewis, who's an ex-champ, goes after legs. He's got incredible submission skills, and it's a submission-only match. What is the background on this?
The background is that they fought, like 2 months ago now.
It was in March Sadness. It was in the first round of the March Sadness tournament.
Yeah, so they were fighting, and Credit Lewis hit the patented Trudeau lock, which is of course a roll through knee bar, and it literally tore the ligaments in Mike's knee. It was a double critical, the rarest thing you can ever imagine.
There were so many pops. It was gross.
Yeah, he rolled him into it and it was like pop, and then he actually cinched the hold in and really sunk it in and pop. It was, but Mike Miller came back, and during Uncle Sutton's barbecue, he put on quite a performance actually for a drunk who came back from a knee injury.
He's apparently been really honing his submission skills. He got 3 armbar eliminations at the backyard barbecue brawl, and then the next week after that, which was last week, he eliminated 2 guys in the open air scramble, including popping Blaster Robinson's arm with that armbar.
This guy he might be drunk. I want to note here, Ron Harris put on a performance of a lifetime, and now he's out here refereeing because
he has to.
Shirt. He has a shirt.
He is one of our refs.
We may have ran a telethon and got some new shirts, but there's not a dearth of these, and there's not a dearth of people who are licensed. So
it's true.
He's got to do what he's got to do, and that means come out here and fill in. And Studding might be in the basement, but he's not going to come out there. He can't find his way through this labyrinth of a place.
I'm going to drop in this right now. I just like to point out, look at that champion history. The open scramble, who Magomed actually was a champion before he went on this run. Ron Harris defends. We got to get that. We got to update that. Bradford Culpepper. Sanafil Rossi, he's defended once before. So now, if Ron Harris defends again, no one's ever done that. And I don't think anyone ever could, but he's so smart. I'm sorry. I don't want to get away from this match. So, this is one of the many gimmick matches. It's unique rules here that it is only submission. So you might see these guys go for a roll up or something. That doesn't do anything, and Ron Harris will not count that fall. He will only end this match if you submit or are knocked out, and that is pretty crazy.
I just wanted to point out, it was funny that Discussion Davis made a huge thing about becoming the first ever referee world champion, and Ron Harris is now a, reigning, defending referee scramble champion.
I never expected.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is. Discussion
let's
must
be real
hate
here.
it.
I mean, he's joining the ranks of the likes of SCFL Rossi and Ron Lewis. Another Ron, I guess the Ron's rule this thing. Those are the only men who have ever defended that damn thing.
Oh, by him doing that, no one can ever take that away from him. No one, like that. He is. If he does nothing ever again. Seriously,
I mean, he is Ichabod's lawyer.
You can look. You can look at the title history. Like many people win, and even then, not that many, but many people win. Even fewer. Like SCFL had many tries to win and defend.
Yeah, SCFL's held that thing a bunch of times now.
Yeah, because he was in every fight
for a while. Yeah. Oh man, Credit is working over that knee really bad. He knows what's.
Really nice. Those drops. But Mike Miller, Jessica, does Mike Miller even have the type of gas tank for this? Like,
probably not, but I don't know. I mean, he's surprised. He surprised us all before in other matches.
Right.
And you don't even necessarily need a gas tank if you can just cinch an armbar in tight enough and just latch onto it where a guy can't escape. I think Mike's bloody.
Yep, Mike is bloody. We're 3 fights in a row. I don't know if that's
in a submission match. In a submission match, a man is bleeding in a submission match.
Well, I think you could call this like a I give up match. Maybe I'm not really sure.
Well, there's no microphones involved, but
yeah.
Well, you could hear it a little faintly.
Yeah, it's true.
Give up.
It's I guess I have a question of, at the barbecue, is there a chance that Mike was really sloshed and maybe that's where his power comes from? Like, is he sober here? If he's sober, I don't know how I feel about him possibly getting the win. I don't think he can do it.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think Mike ever is sober.
What the fuck?
What?
I ripped my mic off my head.
He did it. I am in shock right now.
Holy shit.
Don't understand. 68% on 6'9". What the hell?
He must be fucking hammered then. That is the second week in a row, second person he has injured badly with that armbar.
That's a torn rotator cuff, maybe.
That's revenge.
That is revenge.
I mean,
in his blog, he said, his pride still stings when he walks, and he feels that twinge in his knee. So, by God, he's got revenge.
Wait, so are you telling me? So Mike Miller has torn the shoulder of Credit Lewis, and Credit Lewis completely ruined the knee of Mike Miller at this point. They've got to do it again.
Yeah,
they all just need to get some physical therapy.
I feel
or
bad
they
for
just
these
become,
guys, but
or they just become the greatest stretching tag team.
don't tell the Biancas that. Don't tell Let Lou, because Let Lou is on a
brothers question mark.
Yeah.
I am.
That man. I'm in shock. I mean, I was just talking about how I don't think he could do it, and then he literally does it.
I'm blown away. I don't even. I'm stunned. What do we have next? What is the next fight?
We've got hardcore, baby.
Hardcore.
Tanaka and Mean.
Hardcore.
That might also end in people getting horribly maimed.
I think we might see people. Tanaka and Mean. Somebody might die. Like I have this feeling. Fragrant Tanaka does not know when to stop. Mean is a complete badass. It's just I mean, but maybe Earl Von Trail and Front Reed will handle the killing later. I don't really know.
But we've had 3 straight matches where someone has gotten hurt, like visibly hurt.
Yeah,
I think Wigwam is gonna be like, he just kind of went down and got up shortly after, but like the cyclist was laid out completely. Credit is, he was screaming for a while.
Yeah,
I'm glad that we don't have to foot insurance bills, which is not something I should say as a compassionate person, but holy cow.
I would say that tonight has really kind of lived up to expectations. I'm still Mike Miller. I didn't see it coming.
No, me neither. How many times does a drunk with a bad knee? This is not a hardcore championship bout, but still, that is the title that Technology Koopa holds. But how often does a drunk man be able to redeem himself like that? This is what SCFL provides. We allow these men to redeem themselves.
I think the last one to do that is Stone Cold Steve Austin, a drunk with a bad knee.
It could be.
He's gone on to great things.
Why is
A drunk with a bad knee. We're on to great things. The guys won one match. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So this is a pretty insane fight right here. We've got exploding barbed wire boards, exploding barbed wire light tubes, tiki torches, barbed wire baseball bats.
I'm just baffled at Meat Meehan's fucking outfit.
I don't get it either, but it makes more sense than like his pants. I guess he wanted to, just have a little vest. This is a league that features a lot of little vests, and
Daisy Dukes.
He actually didn't need to take off his they were trash bag pants, but they covered all of his legs. He could have kept those on.
He's probably considering. He's like, well, I guess it covers the same amount technically, but more of where
I don't want to get too. I don't want to get too hot in these vinyl pants. So
No, I think it makes total sense. He wants to protect his back from, look, he's gone into the wire. He's not even bloody. It obviously is working. Look at these guys exchange kicks here.
Is it?
It is, a little. Oh, big knee. See, this is a pretty interesting fight because Meat Meehan just beat, Tapas or something. I don't know. He's doing a lot of interesting stuff.
Let me take a look at our history books.
Some
What's
weird
the last
camera
thing?
angles. Xylophone is just going all over the place. But Walsh, Frager Tanaka's been really coming into his own lately as far as hardcore.
Oh yeah, I mean, dressing like the guy from Drive has really done wonders for him.
Meat Meehan has a win over Earl in that weird Sons of Anger versus Tapas' group, and they showed up and yelled at each other.
Oh God! Fragrant runs into the barbed wire to prove that he's hardcore. That's how you know that these guys belong.
Yeah.
You got Meat Meehan's very bloody now, bleeding all over those puka shell necklace. Landing a lot of hard kicks to Fragrant Tanaka.
Yeah. And Meehan is a former hardcore tag champion. Let's not forget that. He's got some hardcore chops and kicks.
He's really throwing out his own little super kick party here.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? A little super kick party? Oh, there's that sliding elbow. God, Fragrant Tanaka's finally busted open.
My God, he is really getting brutal here. This is Fragrant. Fragrant Tanaka is not the one busted open.
Look at this, a 7-minute match now.
Crazy.
We just saw an 8-minute match, now a 7-minute match. The Sons of Anger are pissed off. Just in a pool of his own blood.
Yeah.
That pin drop DDT is no joke.
Even Bix was like, "Give me a little bit more than that."
Yeah, he needs a little bit more in his bloodletting.
Going to the Sons of Anger because I pressed the wrong button. But we might as well just lean into this for a second.
Yeah, I mean, that is the core Sons of Anger with Rastaban Baptiste back there looking all, interesting.
We change a lot of names, some. Know that you've always been down. If I ever didn't thank you, then just let me do it now. We change a lot of names, some. Know that you've always been down. If I ever didn't thank you, then just let me do it now.
All right. Anyway, wanna point this out here. Substitute Series 2018, guys, coming June 30th.
What?
So
What?
weird noises are happening from the children. Every year we do this. Can you give me the rundown on the Substitute Series? This is the 3rd year that we've done it, and
I am so confused.
there are new people this year.
Yeah. Why is that blurred out?
I don't know, because we don't know who's coming in. I just get sent these graphics.
Okay. So, yeah. Wow. Every summer, we this is how we give back to the community, and also how our roster expands. Substitute teachers compete in a tournament, and these tournaments have brought us, a lot of people, a lot of names. If you think about it, let's think about like Radford Culpepper came from it.
Torvald Harrelson.
Torvald, Federal Bell, who's won both of them, by the way. There's been 2 of these tournaments thus far. He's won both of them. So I think he is definitely the early favorite for this. But we're going to get some new blood here. And apparently somebody who is reading children, there's a walk-in in my pocket.
Chudley once again points out a very good thing of protecting the identity of the subs and not the minors. Hey, their parents signed a release, and so did our substitute teacher. That's not the point, Chudley. Thank you very much. So I mean, not to cut you off. It's. I think you wrapped that up really well. I mean, this is Bike Bianche. We haven't seen him in a while. Every once in a while, he brings in his fellow school teachers. As we know, this is brought to us by Substitute Teacher Solutions, done the Bike Way at SCFL Highlights and Bike at District 204 Edmond.edu. We haven't seen him, but I mean, this is just a way to get his friends some work.
Yeah, we should note Bike is not a substitute teacher. He just kind of handles the bookings.
He does. Yeah.
It's a very strange. He's basically the guy that like gets up at 5 a.m. and then has to call all these people and be like, please come and work.
Can you work? So, what's the next fight that we've got on the docket here?
I mean, our next fight is a little bit different. We just came from submission hardcore. Now we have a triple threat match between Tapas Tiempo, Gordon Kuntz, and Kurt King. If you'll remember correctly, last week these 3 men teamed up to challenge the Sons of Anger for the SCFL Trios Championship. And Tapas took the pin there, and neither one of these guys did anything to stop it.
What the hell?
Yeah. Tapas.
Hold on.
Wow.
For some reason, it is not. Oh God!
Wow.
For some reason, the cameras are not working. Oh, God, Xylophonus, what is going on?
More to come. So basically, this is a triple threat match between the new team that Tapas Tiempo has assembled, and his dream team has become a bit of a nightmare because they don't really care about him enough to help him out in a match. It's I don't know why these guys are fighting. A team building exercise maybe, or maybe there's anger. I don't know. These guys were formerly in the Sons of Anger group. Maybe there's a lot of pent up frustrations.
I mean, Tapas in his blog post, which I did put in the chat, he talked about this being a way for them to grow closer as a team through, quote unquote friendly competition. But I don't know if I 100% buy that. I mean, we'll see how intense things get. I mean, if guys are really trying to hurt each other, then maybe this team is not as peaches and cream as Tapas thinks.
A lot of people have gotten hurt.
Seems
That's
like
true.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I got to do that extension. If Chainsaw, if you could drop that in here again, or DM it to me, I would really appreciate that. I tried to go back and look, but I couldn't find it.
You click on the fist, and it says.
So this is weird. I don't know why this is happening.
I mean, they team building, but at the same time.
No, the free camera, like the camera is xylophone is losing his mind.
I think there's been so many injuries so far. He's just feeling unwell.
He is unwell. He's not a well person.
Well, there's some teamwork, a little assisted power bomb.
Yeah, I mean, these guys. Let's remember that a part of the initiation into this strange group was Kurt King and Gordon Kuntz getting into the most gassed out brawl we've ever seen. So I have hopes here that somebody is going to be hunched over, dry heaving.
I mean, hopefully it'll go to black and we'll see the actual vomit, but you never know.
These guys, man.
Xylophonist is messaging me that he's blacking out and he keeps passing out. So I told him to sit down and just eat some food.
Wait,
some
is there
gherkins.
maybe?
Jesus
is there
Christ.
What if the gherkins are poisoned, or like, what if there's a batch of bad gherkins, man?
I want to know how we can't have 1 week where everything works. 1 week.
I mean, that's what happens when you put on a show at the Belly Ribbon Civic Auditorium in Belly Ribbon, Iowa, which you will not find on maps.
I put so much work into this.
I was hoping someone would start singing the song 1 week when Jason yelled
Oh
it.
God, no. We already have so much bad music in SCFL. We don't need the bare naked ladies. We already have these men broke away from the group because of 311, but they're big Offspring fans instead now. Like, I don't know.
Well, Gordon's a big fan of I believe Nickelback and maybe Puddle of Mud.
Oh God.
Tapas is I believe the Offspring guy, and Kurt I think listens to a lot of Bill Withers.
Hey, if you're gonna get sexual, you better go with Bill Withers.
Yeah, songs like Grandma's Hands are really what put a lot of women in the mood.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of feel bad because this has been a great match.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I love pulling guard, then doing not doing what CM Punk did and just laying there, instead going for a triangle
Like a turd.
and then imagine. He's just laying there like a turd.
You're just a turd out there.
I mean, Punk did try to throw up one triangle late in the round, but
I mean, Gordon Kuntz did a triangle. He's not a turd. Although he does gas out really easily, so and he didn't help Tapas last week. Neither did Kurt. So
yeah, it was the best thing that either of those two men did is when Kurt and Gorgas had a bit of a vaudeville routine, going inside and outside, back and forth.
That's Kurt in a nutshell, though. He's that guy, and I like. You got to give credit to Discussion Davis, SCFL Pro, heavyweight champion, out here refereeing because sledding is clearly not up to the task.
He's not well.
Yeah.
He's just walking around the basement. I'm getting texts from Xylophone who's telling us.
I mean, Discussion will be hosting another World Championship Open Challenge here tonight. That is surely going to be quite an event.
Oh wow, there it is. Kurt King doing his little spinning thing.
You know, he's
He loves airplanes.
you know, who my
More
kids.
teamwork.
I just
My
got
kids
a
love airplanes,
notification on my phone that says that I should stay at the Red Roof Inn for the next 2 days, and that supposedly I was invited to this thing, and I don't know why that would happen. I'm not going to that.
Wait, what?
I know. I don't know. Look, Tapas Tiempo. Oh my God! Went to tear off the puka shells, and Ron punches Kurt King's just like, nope, with a little snap head kick. God.
And then he taunts after. He's like, "Yeah, that's the leader."
So Jessica, I'm really confused. You're on the Son of Anger beat. What the hell is? What's gonna come of this match?
Well, like I said, I dropped it in the chat. I can drop a link again. Tapas wrote a blog post that was really rambling. He was talking about sponsor. I mean, it's good revenue for the website, but he was talking about how he really didn't like the match wasn't like a challenge really. Like he was like, I knew we weren't gonna win, so I didn't have our guys try. I just wanted to probe like the offense and defense and strengths and weaknesses of the Sons of Anger. And I learned a lot. Which if that's true, I don't know why you'd reveal that to people that you might plan on fighting again. He was talking about how this match is supposed to bring these three men closer together. I don't see that happening because they just punch each other in the face a lot.
No,
It's been a good match.
Oh, it's a
Tapas
good
was going
match.
for an atomic drop, and then Kurt King elbowed him in the face.
Kurt King is clearly gassed.
Gordon. Like imagine just like,
Oh,
I
God.
want you to drop this guy. Like,
Kurt King's just like, he got thrown into the corner. He's like, I'm just gonna rest here for a bit. Oh God, Gordon to the outside. Discussion telling Gordon to get back in for some reason. Get in here for the team building.
Usually you don't have countouts in a triple threat because it's just, because that way no one wins, just one person loses, which is...
well, I think you'd want to count out like the countouts in this match because that means one guy can't just hang out on the outside and avoid all of the action. You have to be involved and fight.
True.
Oh God, Kurt King's just breathing heavily and throwing haymakers. Like, wow, no sells Gordon Kuntz's roll up. Kurt King is gassed as hell. Whoa! Oh my God! Tapas ran into Kurt King, who ran into Gordon, and like whoa! What the hell is happening? Kurt King just took a 1-2 and then no-sold it and did his airplane thing. Please clip that. So like.
What is he doing?
These are some
so
insane
tired.
sequences.
It's getting to the point where he's so tired that he's like, I don't want to be here. I'm not going to sell this anymore. Like, because keep in mind, not to break kayfabe, but this is shoot wrestling. So, like, this really hurts, but they're kind of going along with it. Oh, God.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is 100% legit.
I'm not sure what it is, really. Chainsaw, with a very astute observation, says he's beginning to think Tapas might not be leadership material.
Oh yeah, there's nothing about him as leadership material.
God, everyone is so tired. Or at least Tapas and Kurt are. Gordon might be have a little bit more left in the tank, but not much. And Gordon just keeps getting thrown to the outside.
Yeah.
Throw the outside. Oh, misses a big elbow. Kurt King just like slowly gets up with a hand on his knee. Kurt King's like my favorite guy. He's like, the longer the fight goes on, the more annoyed he gets. And so, like, in theory, he's like getting more powerful because he's like no-selling, because he's just like, I'm sick of this.
Well, remember, it's not till like minute 30 that he starts busting out sentons.
Sure.
He really goes all out.
Oh, there's the senton, and he landed really hard on his lower back. Kurt King is hurt. Kurt King is really hurt. It's up slow.
Well, I like Tapas pulling his friend Kurt King out of harm's way.
You okay?
I mean, if someone has a back injury, I don't think he'd just drag him by the arm, but,
God.
you know.
Look at Gordon Coots just catching his breath in between these guys. It's like, it's a beautiful painting of...
It's very Renaissance.
Yeah. See, the three-way match is actually the perfect medium for these fighters, because you see them like they're all just breathing heavily, like no one's really in a rush to engage.
I wonder if there's going to be like, we've seen a lot of injuries happen on this show.
Chainsaw brings up another good point. If all these guys are injured, how are they going to fight the Sons of Anger? At this point, I'm wondering if Kurt King and Gordon Kuntz even care. I feel like they're just blank slates. They're just going out there. Like their emotions and feelings depend totally on how tired they are. Maybe
they're not aware. They're not aware that they're in a group. I don't think. Like this is just a match to them. And Tapas thinks he's building a team, and these guys are just like, who are you again?
I mean, Tapas was also scouting out, you know, Ricky and Puncho and Raoul, so maybe he's looking to ditch these guys and pick up guys that can run a 5K.
Gordon Coots looks like he is about to like keel over from exhaustion. I don't blame him for not wanting anything to do with these guys.
Look at Gordon Coots just catching his breath while Tapas runs the ropes. This has turned into something that I should have expected, but I didn't.
I like standing behind Kurt King as he's like running at him, just like, okay.
Anything to like get like just a little bit more oxygen. Okay, so Gordon Kuntz throws Kurt King out. Like all he's trying to do is breathe more. Weird.
There's so much breathing. Like these guys are just. The funniest thing I've seen thus far is Tapas throwing Gordon Kuntz and then forgetting he threw him into the ropes, taunting, and then Gordon runs into him. Like, what are you thinking? And you know what? This is Tapas' perfect team because
all
Tapas
just
is
breathing.
gassed. And everybody's running the ropes. It's like, what?
These guys are just running at each other. It's like they throw a guy, they close their eyes, and then they start running.
I liked it when
slam. Whoa.
Like, just. Oh, God.
This is going to have to end with someone getting knocked out, because no one's capable of actually, you know, getting a pinfall or submission without the third man breaking it up.
I'm very concerned about how long this is going to go, because I feel like Kurt King and Gordon Kuntz went 30. Didn't Tapas and them go like 30? Like
Tapas and Gordon went like 35.
He just did some haymakers to his knee.
He's throwing a lariat at his knee. Like, just everything happening in this match is confusing.
Props to Discussion for kind of keeping this together. Does not look happy to be there. What is Kurt King doing? I love him. He's easily my favorite character now. Why? Like, if anyone is not a bird or like aerodynamic, it's
he's just not a flying guy.
Pharaoh brings up the 4th or 5th double or triple power bomb. Everyone's just like they're very like just letting each other take turns, you know.
It's your move, my move is what this is, but it's 3 guys doing it, so they have to really alternate who gets hurt.
Seems to me that the audience has stayed very even keel as far as their loudness.
Yeah, they're not freaking out.
They're just confused by this match, I think.
Discussion Davis with the hands on the knees. He doesn't want to be out here. He's like, these guys are just... I guess he could fight one of these guys later. It's an open challenge, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're going to have these guys are going to be on oxygen backstage. Let's be real here. Not a single one of these guys.
They're going to be like
breathing.
driving home with their oxygen tank in the passenger seat, the seatbelt on, like wearing the mask.
I mean, this is definitely team building. They're teaching, these guys are learning how to team up and do moves against another person. Discussion has taken a knee, which will really upset Ichabod.
Big senton. Yeah, is this elimination? What are the rules, Jessica? Nobody knows.
I have to think at this point, discussion is just going to call the match after the first.
Yeah,
it's discussion's discretion at this point.
Yeah.
We got
like,
Gordon.
If the first pinfall happened at like 7-minute mark, I would have let it go. But guys, wrap it up.
Wrap it up. We've got we had like a 8-minute match, a 7-minute match, and now these
told these guys to stretch.
Oh God! Tapas gets up and taunts. This is the most ridiculous match ever. Like, for a while, this whole thing was serious with Tapas. He was sick of 311. It was something, I guess that's serious. I don't know. And now these guys are just a bunch of goofballs.
Like, everybody's doing top rope moves that are just completely whiffing. Like, I don't get what these guys are thinking. Like, are they just, like, is this, like, performance art or something? Like, I don't really know. Like, they're just running into each other. They're just jumping indiscriminately off the top rope like into nothing. Like, Tapas calling for the finish, but yet he's just so confused as to what to do. Like, oh my God, these guys definitely have to hit up a gastro pub afterwards.
Gastro pub?
The kind of place that just has air in boxes. That's what they need.
At this point, I'm seriously concerned that we could be looking at a 60-minute time limit here.
I just hope somebody dies before that. Oh my God! What?
What? Kurt King is celebrating the roaring elbow from Tapas. Whoa! It is elimination.
Oh God!
Discussion just Kurt King tapped out verbally. Or no, Gordon Keats.
Do an abdominal stretch.
Yeah. It's just like, I'm too tired. Oh, I guess he's getting stretched. Oh God.
Holy shit! This is gonna go on for an insane amount of time. Well, actually, probably not with now just two guys to, you only have one other person to focus on.
Yeah, but both these cities could be getting cast, and anything can happen.
What happens if, hear me out. What happens if Kurt King beats both guys? Like, what does that mean for this little upstart of a group?
I guess he gets to.
I'm the pilot
next
now.
In the group? Yeah, I don't know.
The pilot. He loves flying so much. We're gonna soar.
He just makes really bad flying puns.
Oh.
God, he keeps going for that gut buster.
Yeah, he really wants to. Well, he doesn't want anybody to
guts.
breathe comfortably. This is just strange.
I just want to say, with all the Irish whips in this match, it's really great the discussion didn't get knocked down and sliced open in any
If it was sledding would be like so bloody right now.
Oh yeah.
He always gets in the way. Man, Kurt King is really busting the gut here.
God, what is wrong with him?
Whoa, abdominal structure of his own. Oh Jesus. Okay, it's 20 time. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that was so close.
Jesus Christ.
His
what is this guy
discussion is
on?
like, 16, 17, 18. Like, he's really... he wants to get the action back in the ring.
He's got to prepare for his match tonight.
Yeah. Oh, huge knee. Whoa. Kurt King is going to take this. So slow.
He's just, I mean, he can't even land a knee without falling onto his ass and just having it lay there. I mean, Tapas is talking a big game, but he's not really... These are supposed to be his guys. That's my main point here. These are his guys, and he knows not what he's doing.
Well, I guess this is... I don't know.
No one's gone for a pin in a while. They're just hitting each other. It's very awkward.
I think Tapas is secretly really pissed off because these guys didn't help him last week.
Yeah.
It was him against the Sons of Anger, basically, and his dream team was just gassed out on the apron, and they're having none of it.
This is absolutely terrible. God, Tapas, finish it. I feel like he could finish it, but they're both so tired. Why did these guys get so tired?
I am really...
It would make sense.
Concerned.
It would make sense for them to be tired at the 40-plus minute mark.
Sure.
They were tired at like minute 8.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my god. I mean, just finish him.
Just finish him.
Like,
Big boot. Maybe this is it. Little mini senton.
mini senton.
Neither man is pinning, is the thing.
They're
Ooh.
just out there to prove that... I don't know what they're trying to prove. Maybe they watched Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada last night, and they're like, no, we're going to go 69 minutes because it's 6-9.
I haven't seen that, but I heard it was good.
Yeah.
That roaring elbow is hit again.
Yeah, but what does it mean? Like, what does it really mean?
It's so weird because usually I've seen Tapas go directly for a cover after he hits that sliding elbow. But
He's just, I think he's, like I said, I think he's upset with these guys. And, this team building isn't going very well because, one of the teammates is already, he just basically decided to leave the match. Like,
I'm tired. I'm out of this. Whoa, beautiful little sequence there.
And the other guy isn't taking it seriously. He keeps doing airplane impressions.
Which is probably just infuriating for Tapas. Discussion doesn't want to be here, the referee.
yeah, he's been in here for almost 50 minutes, and he has a match later tonight.
Yeah. And I mean, he reffed the scramble match. He's reffed for a good hour of match of this show.
Yeah, he's...
God damn it. Is there a way we can pull any sort of plug on this thing?
I don't know. I think it's going for 60. I really do.
Can someone just run out and end it? Like, just tell everyone to stop?
Big kick to the back of the head. What's going on, Walsh?
I don't know.
Why do you keep groaning into the little mic there?
Because he's watching this match.
Yeah.
Tapas deciding... these men just love taunting and hate pinning. Instead of breathing, or like they should just fall. Chudley, yeah.
Man. Are these guys gonna go 60? This is crazy. Oh, they just keep going up top.
I know. They're just trying to knock each other out.
Somebody's gonna get knocked out. This is.
They've got to. They're hitting big shots. There's not. I guess there's not a lot of power behind it at this point.
Like that pump handle slam just wasn't quite as tough as it. Whoa! Big throws Kurt King.
Man, I mean, Kurt King is. This is like longer than most of his life has ever. You know, like he's never had to do anything for an hour. Like this is too much.
Kurt King should not be the guy in these longest matches. In the last month, we've seen like 2 hours of Kurt King fighting. Why? We are at 52-20 right now, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that this is going 60. I really do. Why is this happening? Please keep in mind that exclamation point commands will teach you your commands. However, we can't clip right now. You're going to have to manually do that. And we really would appreciate it if you did.
We love clips. We put together clips of the week. Every week there are clips.
For some reason, kayfabe being broken in the chat room.
Someone broke kayfabe earlier on broadcast, so.
Man. Look at how gassed these dudes are. Oh my god. Like, can you imagine hitting your friend with a tombstone pile driver on the floor? No, because you don't do that. Oh my god.
Whoa. Kurt King is officially very hurt. He's rolling around, grabbing his neck. Please, anything can happen. Make this happen.
This is brutal. Oh my god, another powerbomb from him, and he just couldn't follow up. He's so tired.
He's just knock out.
He was so tired that he couldn't go for the pin, and this is just... Oh my god, another elbow.
Oh my god, give up! Why aren't you giving up to that? Just rub that elbow into his...
Oh my god.
Anything can happen here.
Kurt King is a pretty tough guy at this point. This is akin to Discussion Davis versus the Fixers, where it just kept going, and everybody was like, "Why is this happening?" These men are. This is ego right now. This is ego.
Yeah.
This is Kurt saying, "I'm better than this," and this is Tapas saying, "I just want to hurt you really badly."
Someone needs to apologize. Neither man's, wants to let go of their ego to do it. So it's pretty awkward. Pretty awkward to see a potential friendship kind of just dissolve.
Or maybe they're building a lot of team here.
Maybe.
I don't know if Kuntz is out, but I don't know. Kuntz has been gone for like a half hour. He's happy. He's already microwaved a burrito.
I mean, he's backstage. He's got his air hooked up.
Yeah, he's just eating and like...
He might be sitting in a corner like off to the side. I don't know.
Kurt King is... The last time Kurt King competed in a singles match, he had to take a week off because he was so gassed. I think it's going to happen again. This is... The amount of damage he's taken.
We are at 59 minutes here, people.
Yeah, these guys are going Broadway. And,
what does that mean, going Broadway?
that means a 60-minute draw.
My god. I guess that this is the only way that this could end. As we come up on 20 seconds remaining here.
Team building ends. Like,
I guess it's better for the team that no one won. Gordon Kutzis is like, I'm done. And,
I think he's out of the.
oh
out
God,
of the group
it's
then.
going over 60 minutes. We're cutting them off. We are cutting these guys off officially. Quite possibly one of the weirdest things to ever happen. And I don't know what to say. We're going to the announcers. Actually, no, we're running a commercial. This is brought to you not by Giro Conference, by Philly Buick, free fucking tracksuit. But that's really sad because these people here that are in this, there's a lot going on at Philly Supreme Family Buick. Am I right, Walsh?
I mean, these poor guys. They've, Sanders Suzuki came into their life like a hurricane. Really close with cheesesteak. Nobody quite knows the extent or the composition of the relationship. They get haircuts together. Apparently, they cut each other's hair. They go hanging out together. They have sleepovers. They do all sorts of fun, neat stuff together. And Hero kind of had to take Sanders into the family and take him under his wing a bit. They held the trios title
they
together.
had these conferences. It was beautiful.
They had press conferences when Cheesesteak was hurt. Apparently Sanders was there every day. Sponge bath, haircuts. The whole nine. This guy's family at this point, and it's hard to talk about. But at Slenning's barbecue, he went to the Shadow Realm, and Cheesesteak has been really broken up since then.
We know about Jensen Wood, so he doesn't return tonight. We haven't seen him in a while, actually. But yeah, poor Sanders went to the Shadow Realm, and now look at Cheesesteak. He's just walking around town holding Sanders' arm.
Wow!
Oh, God, that's
look at his hair.
His hair is so long because they used to cut each other's hair.
Yeah, he hasn't had a haircut in weeks now.
I mean, keep in mind, like later on tonight, this is like Blowhole carrying around Justice's arm when Justice went to the Shadow Realm.
Who's got Offers' arm? That's what I want to know.
Offers hasn't been seen in weeks. This is all very, very concerning. I mean, how does Hero feel about this, Walsh?
He's obviously. I mean, there was he made an emotional plea after this happened that somebody somewhere needs to do something about this. He was pretty broken up. This is
Hero is as we go to we'll look at some of these old conferences. Hero is just a guy who's been very sad lately, and hopefully maybe by having this type of fight, this might get them happier. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I mean, but we've got a decent match coming up here right now, don't we?
Oh yeah, I mean, the High Seas taking on Hero and Cheesesteak, and I think Hero's line of thought is that this will kind of snap Cheesesteak out of his funk, but I don't know. I really don't know. It's when you're carrying around your best friend's arm, what else is there to say? It's pretty weird.
That is true. We have Jessica doing the live updates. You can hear the typing in the background. This is a big time operation here, and I'm just happy to be away from Mr. Bianchi's backyard. It's nice to be back here. We got the office. You hear everyone hustling and bustling, the children. It's good.
Yeah,
man, look at Cheesesteak's hair.
Wow, he's got armbands on too. He's in mourning.
Interesting. And then here's the High Seas.
These guys are not in mourning. Although, Captain White has been. Somebody did show him the social media images of Johnny Depp after his last role. Very skinny. He was concerned, but he said he has faith in Johnny to do the right thing.
Ron Harris is back out there now. Discussion's definitely tired. Looks like we got Silophonus back. He's okay. He's giving us new angles. I mean, this is a match where I'm hoping the Supremes can get back on track. They've been losing a little bit lately, right?
I mean, Hero and Philly lost the tag team titles. That's a pretty big deal. I mean, these
Meanwhile,
guys
the high seas, I believe, were hardcore champions at one point. Let's take a look on the website.
They definitely were. Let me find that link to the hardcore tag.
Man, Cheesesteak's hair is just... this is the longest I've ever seen it on.
Okay, baby. Give up?
And that might not seem like a big deal to a lot of people, but I mean, that is a sign of clear depression in him. He is not doing well right now.
It's flopping around on his head like CM Punk at UFC 225. Silly haircut for fighting, really.
Well, man, I am... Cheesesteak has been a lot of things, but we've never seen him, like, emotionally just blank like he is here. He's usually really animated. He's usually all about his skin-tight fade, his haircut, and none of that tonight. It's just business, and this guy is not a business guy.
I think that this is kind of a good test because the High Seas are a damn good tag team. They know how to work together. A win here can really just clear the air. Our friend is somewhere in a dark realm. You have his arm. I know that's weird, but we got the win. I'm pulling for them, but the High Seas are kind of a fan favorite.
Yeah, and
I don't want to see them
tag
lose.
team.
Yeah, I don't want to see them lose either because our tag team division is really kind of hyping up now.
It's some interesting teams that have a lot of fans.
The Lost Boys, I believe, are defending next week.
Yeah, I mean those guys.
It took a while. We had to guarantee for Computer Collins and Foundation Russo the presence of Zero Ghost before they would agree to a rematch.
Wow.
It took a while, but I think we finally got that certification.
Algorithm with 2 stomps and a twisting like senton, I think. On to Jesus is back.
He's and then Jesus just immediately just tanks out. He's just like, nope, I'm not doing that. It's definitely not the peak performance Cheesesteak Supreme, but mind you, this guy has suffered a ton of concussions in his career.
Yeah.
I'm just very worried. I just want... I hate this. Ron Harris is out there. I kind of want the High Seas to win, but I don't. I'm always a fan of Hero.
I mean, Hero's trying to keep this family together is what he's trying to do. And, this is it's a lose-lose, I feel, at this point. Like, I don't know. I'm worried about Cheesesteak. I know Hero's been walking around. He's not the same guy.
We haven't talked to him on the broadcast in weeks.
Yeah. I mean, they just want Sanders back. And I don't think Hero expected that. I don't think he expected to actually care about that lug. But he does.
Hero really muscling around Captain White right now.
Wow.
Elbow to the back. Boom. There it is. This is very interesting. So, I don't want to get too far away off of this match, but what do we have coming up next? I believe it's yet another gimmick match in a night full of them, really. Like, the rest of the card is still really stacked, I'd like to point out. Like, incredibly stacked.
We should be having a death match between Earl Von Trell and Front Reed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very nice. And then after that, later on in the night, we got Weather Walker versus Giovanni in a Falls Count Anywhere match. If Wim Nyman defends against his .tv title against Magomed, who's been awesome lately, that's history. That's the most defenses ever officially, because he's got 2 no contests. We got the Hardcore Tag Championships still being defended tonight. We've got Spencer Morgan versus Raoul, and discussion is an open challenge. There's still a lot to come here, people.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even speculated who might show up for that open challenge. No one's really, I don't think anyone's really been advocating or claiming that they would take it like we have in weeks past, but someone's got to take it. I just don't know who.
It's the weekend. People are relaxing. They're going on trips.
I thought you were saying the musician the weekend.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I didn't know he would show up in belly ribbon.
I don't think he could find belly ribbon.
Probably not.
Maybe.
It's not on any map. That's why Kaizen still hasn't come yet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Jesus, paying back right in front of Algorithm. You would think that Algorithm just kind of looking at Ron Harris. And
He's like, huh. He's like, shouldn't you be breaking this up?
oh, beautiful. It's nice to see Algorithm do well after having such an injury, terrible injuries to start his career.
Yeah.
He's an agile big man, as they say.
He can flip, flop, and fly.
Highlight on
2.9.
the flop.
Wow.
Wow, that big Canadian destroyer is just... He's put people away with that. You know, that's... It's a championship caliber move for him. Cheesesteak just seems to lack that little pep that he usually has. It's just...
Yeah.
It's hard to watch. It's just...
Let's say the hair is flopping all around, you know.
Yeah. I think that's a big part of it.
We're not seeing refs get hurt too often lately.
Which is interesting. I mean, Ron Harris has narrowly avoided getting hit before.
Okay, baby.
Maybe he's just, maybe it's just sledding, you know? He's just, sledding's always getting hurt.
He's just a turd out there.
It's just a turd. There's something nice from Jesus. Captain White not coming in. Oh, 2 count. Crowd's starting to get into this now, guys. Who's winning right now?
I feel like I have to give the edge to the Supreme family. I mean, that shooting star press was big enough to get him to tag out. That's I don't know, but you know, Cheesesteak just needs to get his heart in the game. You know, he's praying. His hair's flopping everywhere. He has to look for the real definitive finish here. And you know, Hero's just watching him. He's just kind of usually. You hear you hear him shouting, calling him dumbass and all that. And you're not hearing that tonight. It's just eerily quiet.
I think these incidents have softened Hero.
Yeah, you know, he's, dare I say, become a little bit more paternal in the past couple of months. You know, Cheesesteak's injuries have really hit him hard. And then now Sanders disappearing. I think he's finally realizing what these guys mean to him.
Yeah, as I was saying, I mean, there's so much weighing on Jesus' mind. You know, Sanders, his hair, that's weighing on his mind, literally. Just a few
This
extra
might be it.
ounces.
Oh, 2 count. The crowd is getting into this, I'm telling you. Like, these are, I feel like, out of desperation, Cheesesteak, this is what he was supposed to do. He's doing well now. He's looking good.
I mean, these are 2 tremendous teams. I mean, we usually don't see Hero and Cheesesteak as a tag team. Usually it is Cheesesteak teaming up with Sanders, but you know, they were a part of the championship trios team prior, so it's not like they're
3! Oh God, nope! Cheesesteak just got pinned. Captain White can't even believe it. The high seas. That's a huge win. A huge win for the high seas. Huge.
My God, and Hero didn't even attempt to interject.
79% only. That's pretty impressive. Huh. So we're gonna talk. Let's talk a little bit more about Spencer and Raoul, guys, as we get this next hardcore match set up. I mean, the hardcore title, actually, I mean, we got so much going on, like, the implications. I truly believe, like, that the hardcore, whoever wins this next match might be in line to, like, challenge for the hardcore title soon.
I mean, yeah, like the hardcore title, there's been a lot of people in the hardcore division, that have really just shined in the past couple of months, and Front Reed is absolutely one of them.
Yeah. Very, very surprising. But he's also shown that he's a good hardcore tag wrestler. Him and Gordon Garibaldi are definitely, Front Reed could potentially challenge for both the hardcore tag and hardcore singles titles, in a short span. I mean, he's put in that kind of work in hardcore matches.
Yeah, I mean, I'm, Technology Cooper has been a pretty darn good champion. This is his second run with it, and he's really been putting in the work there. I'm, it's, I don't know. The hardcore division is definitely pretty interesting right now. That's all I'm gonna say there, and especially we have the hardcore tag championship defended later. Justice and Blowhole against Kelly Kelly and Mickey Kelly. I am definitely looking forward to that one.
Oh, that's funny. Has anyone named the hardcore title Lucille yet? No. No, Chainsaw.
I don't know what that's a reference to.
The Walking Dead.
I thought you were saying that's funny to what David just said, and I was like, really? Is it?
I mean, it could be.
Earl Von Trell has become kind of a hardcore maniac lately. Front Reed, we've seen heroic thing after heroic thing has been going on with Front Reed lately. Like, the man bleeds. Like Steve Corino in ECW in, like, 1999. Like, the guy...
Literally, we had to invent the Front Reed scale for bleeding.
Yeah.
Much like the Muda scale from the 90s. That's how bloody this guy gets. I guess that's what happens when your face is just full of scar tissue.
Yep, as we know, Front Reed's face is full of scar tissue, as is his nipple area, because we know that the man lost his nipples, lost his belly button, has no eyebrows. It's a weird-looking dude in a warehouse accident. Just a terrible situation.
Yeah.
Big, like, piece of wood there.
Yeah, these guys are all about giving each other wood, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Chudley, I also thought when he said Lucille, I thought it was also Arrested Development, and I'm like, man, where are you going with this?
Lucille?
Lucille!
It's interesting to note. Oh my god, Earl, when he does that front headlock, mostly we see guys go for an elbow to the spine.
God! Oh,
you see
God.
the stomach. Whoa.
Thank God the lights didn't blow up there, because that just would have been too crazy. Earl somehow surviving. He's still not bleeding yet. In a night that's been full of blood.
Yeah. And Picaporte almost got hit by a rampaging Earl.
Yeah, everyone's just... All the rest are just kind of barely moving out of the way. Earl picking up a big piece of wood. Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Front Reed's lower back is hurt terribly. We just... What the hell?
Wow.
Front Reed's hurt very badly. Front Reed is hurt very, very badly. This has been the weirdest night of fights. 50%. Bix is like, how is that even 50%? Bix is such a weirdo.
Well, it went really... It went by really quickly.
Oh, God. All right.
Why is it...
Moving right along here.
It's such a weird night. Oh my god.
Why can't we just have a normal night ever? Speaking,
I don't think we've ever had a normal night.
Jessica, could we possibly get the marinara? Can you play the marinara commercial?
Yeah. All right. Here we go. A mama dinner, a marinara. Feed it to your sweet bambina. Put it on the rigatoni. Goes great with spaghetti. Any pasta, it's perfecto. Except for ramen, that's garbaggio. A mama dinner, a marinara.
Truly, truly a beautiful song.
I mean, we saw Mama Dinner she was involved in an incident last week.
Terrible.
You know what I mean?
Terrible.
Horrific.
Mama is recovering okay. Here we see Sledding visiting her in the hospital. She's upset. She's saying hi to Sledding. Weather Walker
He
is
rushed
there.
from
Yeah,
rushed
Weather
from the basement.
Yeah, a very just. Well, this is a picture from earlier in the week when they were visiting her, and so now.
Oh, I assume this was live.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
It looks like it's daylight there. So
I only work half the board. We got Let Lou and Xylophonist doing all that stuff, but here's the thing. The next match, Giovanni's going out there, baby. Giovanni is going out there. He's gonna fight, and he's gonna fight Weather Walker, and it's gonna be Falls Count Anywhere.
My God.
Falls Count Anywhere is. We've never seen that here before.
And we've never seen a submission match. We've never seen a false count anywhere match.
I know, you would think that it would have been on the marketing a little bit more prominently. But it's Weather Walker was counted out, remember?
Yeah, I mean that was their first meeting. There was
Mama,
some shenanigans.
Mama distracted so many times.
There's not going to be any shenanigans here tonight because Mama's not going to be here.
Unless they end up brawling to the hospital.
That is entirely plausible.
And they could, start fighting here, go to the back, go outside, someone requests an Uber.
Can you imagine
God.
these guys Ubering together?
Giovanni tried to hit him before the match started like an asshole.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if you saw that, but Weather Walker got in, raised his hands, and before the match started, Giovanni was throwing punches.
Very weird stuff is going on.
He's losing it. This is...
I mean, this might be the first time he's been without his mama, and we honestly don't know. We've only seen them together.
Yeah, I don't think that... I mean, look at this. How empty is this? It's so weird. I don't think we've ever seen it without Mama. This has got to be the first time.
I'm saying in his life, in his actual human life. We don't know. I don't know a lot about this guy. He likes making pasta. He likes making sauce. And he likes wrestling. He loves his mama.
Weather Walker's a beast. And,
both these men are beasts.
I mean, I understand. Giovanni is gonna be looking for revenge. I mean, Mama got hurt. That's. But let's remember why he couldn't come to the ring last week. He moved the gherkins onto a high shelf that Let Lou couldn't reach.
Absolutely.
So Let Lou and Dougie did some piggyback riding to try to grab it. They fell down. The marinara fell. The gherkins fell. Hit him in the back of the head. He was covered in marinara. Lots of blood too. Just a terrible incident. He seems okay. Okay enough to be doing double wrist locks. So hopefully that doesn't impact him too much, as does the emotional shock of his mother in the hospital.
Very interested in this match. I find myself getting kind of caught up in it because these are two big dudes, and Giovanni hasn't lost in a long time. He should be kind of considered. I think he lost to Garden Green in his debut match, and Garden Green
his debut is the only time that I recall.
Yeah, look at Weather Walker's power just lifting him up. Giovanni is not a small man.
No, and Weather Walker is just big, burly dude. he hits hard, and his throws are some of the deadliest that we've ever seen. That's what makes this match so interesting. Both of these guys are just, they're monstrous. They can do lots of damage with suplexes. They're on the outside now. Interestingly enough, things count out here. You can see Picaporte not leaving the ring when that bear hug was applied. He was trying to gauge the action from inside the ring. That's pretty SCFL.
He kind of came to the end there.
You
Kind of looking. You all right? Kind of yelling at him.
guys okay?
Hey, you got anybody tapping out? Like, Brother Walker is just, going up top, high risk. He tried to drive that elbow in, and that elbow hit the mat, and then Giovanni immediately applied the double wrist lock. That was some really smart stuff.
Not much fighting on the outside there.
No, I mean these guys. I think it's kind of a formality to have the false count anywhere. It's more just like
To prevent a count out.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting stipulation. What's interesting is both guys trying to do those go-behinds to do a German suplex, and both guys knew to block it.
Yeah. Just sitting down on the other person's crotch.
I'd like to point out, we see a lot of newcomers in the chat. Check out our website. Give us a follow here on Twitch. We got our YouTube. Scroll on down. You can join our Discord. So much. We go every week. Is a new show. New weirdness happens in the SCFL. So, yeah. Please follow along. 2.9.
Wow.
At this point, because these guys are hitting each other really hard. I wonder if we're going to see another, oddly quick match. I'm really worried about front read.
Walker should have hooked the leg, though. That was not smart.
I mean, you're fighting Giovanni. Giovanni is a tough bastard. You got to show some respect. Maybe he's just trying to get in his head. I don't really know.
Speaking of head, I wonder how Giovanni feels after hitting his head on the table.
Yeah. He might still be wearing that bandana to cover up some stitches.
Some marinara stains, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God! Whoa!
Whoa!
Huge suplex. The crowd is loving this. The big boy's going at it now. Oh! Go for the pin! Wow, it's happening! What the hell, Picaporte?
God.
He pinned him. Oh God! Whoa! This is weird.
Falls do count anywhere.
Picaporte refuses to come outside, though.
I mean, it's smart. There's not a lot of room. He'd probably get ran over.
I agree. I feel so bad with those. Oh my God! With the slap in the ground. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, but how is he? Is he able to properly see the shoulders touching the ground?
True. I mean, really being exact is never. SCFL is never really. God.
Why would that be important?
Oh my God. I'm glad these guys are taking full advantage of the rule set.
A little bit of chasing.
Falls do count anywhere, guys. If you want to go backstage, go for it. You want to go into the crowd?
He's been rolling super.
Brother Walker is not afraid to hurt people.
And I'm sure he wouldn't be afraid of hurting any of the children in the crowd by throwing them at Giovanni.
Falls count anywhere, no rope breaks. Crowd is going crazy now.
I like that he stepped on his crotch.
3! No! Giovanni! Wow! 14 minutes. Weather Walker loses clean to Giovanni with no help from Mama. That's a big deal. Yeah.
Oh my God. He might be legit on his own.
99%? Spaghetti. That's how he won. He won with spaghetti. And for those that you weren't here last week, I mean, keep in mind, here we'll Tarantino it. Oh God.
I don't know what that means.
Starting from the backwards. So I mean, Weather Walker was here. The fixers wanted to get to their gherkins, but Giovanni was bottling the marinara. They fell over. Gio gets hurt. Boom. There you go with Let Lou. And now Giovanni is just kicking ass. He's just. It's another big win for Giovanni. And speaking of big wins, we're on the cusp of history. We are on the cusp of history. It's that time. This is it. I am unbelievably excited. Walsh?
Man.
Talk to me about Wim.
I mean, he's just, he's your prototypical Dutch kickboxer. He's trained with some of the greats, also some, of the strange characters over in the Netherlands. But, this .TV championship run has been incredible. I mean, it's granted he does have 2 no contests in this run. One of them was Offers Thompson going to the Shadow Realm, and the other was a lighting rig failure, where it did hurt a few members of the audience. I'm not allowed to talk much more about it because of the pending lawsuit, but Wim he's making history in the .TV division. 15-minute time limit. He's going out there and he's doing it. He's showing us what a real champion is.
And he's taking on a guy in Magomed who's had the last 2-3 weeks excellent showings, but he hasn't gotten it done.
He's lost, but he's impressed.
Right. Very close match against Discussion Davis. Another one against who?
Philly. One of the matches that featured that crazy lunatic Raoul Hernandez interjecting, and so did Wim's match last week when he knocked out Freddie Fisher. I mean, so you could say Wim's got a bit of an asterisk on that title retention, but I mean, I think that backdrop driver would have knocked out anyone without Raoul's involvement.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So can we look at really quick at the website at the .TV champion? Offers Thompson had 3 draws, 2 defenses. Those are both cage escapes. That's 5 defenses. Nightspan Colt has 4. Freddie Fisher has 4. Right now, Wim is on. He's got 5. He's got 5 in 2 no contests. My God. But Magomed could very much do this.
Oh, Magomed is a tough guy, and he's really come out of the shadows the past couple of weeks. And he answered the open challenge of Discussion Davis, the referee right now, and he took Discussion to the limit. We had to see 4th round Discussion Davis, which of course is when he's strongest. And then he put up a damn good fight against Philly Supreme last week. I'm curious to see if Wim has the right tools to defeat this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Magomed is a former MMA champion, but I mean, he's really most notable for being in our intro highlight, losing that title to Wigwam Watanabe, getting mule kicked in the penis until he passed out.
That's how he lost?
That is how he lost.
Wow.
He took a back kick into the crotch and fell down and was unable to continue.
Now, as a guy who he fought under the old rules back when there was 5-minute rounds, but I mean, this is no decisions. Jessica, can you go down the rules of the .TV for the newcomers here? Like, .TV is special. This is defended every match. Oh.
Well, so .TV is defended every time we come to you live broadcasted on twitch.tv/SCFL Pro. It doesn't matter if it's our main big Saturday shows, or if we just happen to have an event, a small event on a Thursday night or something. .TV is getting defended. It is contractually obligated, but it's normal rules. The only difference is it's a 15-minute time limit. and a draw is considered a successful defense for the champion. So, guys tend to rack up draws because these are tough competitors, and it does take a little bit to put them away. But Wim has been he was the first man to ever pin an opponent as the champion. Of course, we've had champions lose their titles in under 15 minutes due to pinfall, but no one had actually retained the belt with a pinfall. And he's done that twice.
5 minutes gone.
He's done that twice, and he also knocked out Freddie Fisher.
Yeah.
He's dangerous.
He is. I mean, this guy his kicks are deadly. His elbows do some damage. His suplexes are big, and he does also use that omoplata crossface. This guy is kind of he's got all the tools, and finally we're seeing that from him. It's he hadn't seen a great deal of success in the pro wrestling branch here, SCFL Pro. Kickboxing, absolutely, but you know what? I just remembered he has an interesting history with Discussion Davis.
Yeah, I noticed how Discussion's in there because he doesn't like people making history if it's not him, And
Yeah.
so, but right now, Megaman's he's throwing Wim around.
Yeah. Wim knocked out Discussion to win the kickboxing title before, I believe. Like fifth round or something like that.
Absolutely.
It was crazy. And that was during historic run.
He's getting manhandled, though. Wim is getting manhandled.
Yeah.
Those big throws, those big spin kicks, spinning back fists. Magomed is tough. It's just for the longest time he was not competing regularly. He had a bit of a tag team run with Torvald Harrelson, who we saw in the opening match, but that didn't really amount to as much as I think either man hoped. He had a brief run in the MMA world, but he would just appear sporadically since then, and it took this open challenge for him to come back on the radar, and all the respect to the man.
Yeah. Wim's
Oh my God! Wim Death Valley Driver knocks out Magomed in 8 minutes and 40 seconds.
Jesus.
What the hell? Chainsaw, I don't know if this is the biggest challenge anymore. What is going on?
He was, I would say he was losing that match until that moment.
He absolutely was. He was getting destroyed up until that moment. Wow.
He was coming back. That was quite a comeback, though. I mean,
This man is now officially, undeniably, he's the greatest .TV ever. This man deserves other title shots now. That's what I'm calling for.
Yeah. He needs to cash in.
He's
Should he do that? Should he vacate the .TV belt, or should he, what do you do there?
What's the TNA thing when Austin Aries vacated the X Division title to challenge the world title? He needs to go for option C or whatever.
Huh.
No one knows that reference because no one ever should watch TNA Impact.
Yeah, TNA. I watched the first when they were on the weekly pay-per-view, and then I was like, "This is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life," and I stopped.
Wow.
History, man. History.
Can we talk about the next match that we've got coming here?
Yeah, hardcore tag, baby. More potential for injury.
It's the Hardcore Tag Championship. The framed picture of the Public Enemy is on the line.
Man, this is Justice Turner. This guy went to the Shadow Realm and came back, and he's going up there with his best buddy, the guy who kept his arm, nice and safe while he was gone. Blowhole Bernard. These guys are a formidable tag team.
We have maybe not potential history across the board, but Blowhole and Justice, the first hardcore tag champions.
Yeah,
they have the chance to tie the Missouris at 2 reigns. The Kellys currently have 2 defenses, which is more than anyone else. Granted, they defeated 2 different teams composed of Puncho Baggins and a friend both times, so you can kind of say that those teams aren't necessarily the competitors that maybe the Missouris or Philly Davis or the High C. Well, Philly Davis might not have been a great competition either, but teams like the High C's or the Missouris. So I think this is the Kellys' first big test.
Wow, that's saying a
Yeah.
lot. And I'd like to point out, like, these guys have come from a lot after this guy was just walking around with his friend's arm for a while. Like, this is...
Yeah.
Now they're wearing their little vests. Like, good for them.
Yeah, I guess Justice's only complaint is that his did smell strongly of fish sticks when he came back. Apparently, Blowhole was keeping his arm in the chest freezer in their garage because I don't know why. I guess he thought it would keep better.
Good God.
Yeah,
This match
Magomed,
is gonna be
notable for losing for sure. Like, Magomed is, like, we all respect the hell out of him, but
But he keeps losing.
he's
and
lost
that-
3 in a row now, and it keeps on in worse and worse fashion. Like, the dude is going 30 minutes. Oof. I'd like to point out here, for those of you asking, yeah, there's a very good chance, I don't think anyone's asking, but there's a very good chance that no one leaves this cage. I think the win is by pinfall only. There's glass and stuff, but why is there barbed wire, exploding barbed wire on the outside of the cage? To keep people in? I don't know.
to dissuade them from leaving, maybe.
Vera says she, or I don't know if that's a she, but Magomed loves, Vera loves Magomed. Do a lot of people love Magomed?
I think Megamed is for a guy who, let's be honest here, he's from Dagestan. He's from not exactly the most open-minded place in the world.
Wow.
He's
Look how fast Kelly Kelly is.
He's endeared himself to the fans there. Well, you know what? Kelly has a unique advantage in this match. To all these 3 guys are big and slow, and Kelly is incredibly quick.
I'm really happy to finally see the Kellys back in the ring. They've deserved this. The hardcore tag divisions have really kind of shaken out. But it's nice that Kelly was able to recover a little bit. He's feeling healthy, I'm sure.
He's not in his underwear.
Yeah, we think he's recovered. I mean, I don't recall hearing anything about him, picking fights with, people just out on the streets.
Yeah. Wow.
Some big chops there.
You know what I'm noticing? Justice Turner. Did you see that brain claw he was doing? I think having his arm back. I think he might. There's something going on with that arm.
My God.
He's maybe got a little bit more power in that arm now. I don't know. I'm kind of
just one arm is on the juice.
Oh God.
I mean, I don't know what they were doing, what Blowhole was doing with that arm when he was gone, but might be a little bit more powerful.
See, I'll tell you what's perfect about this situation here with why the Kellys work so well together, this father-son duo. Kelly can move fast, do a lot, but Mickey is a big hoss. Like, they're thunder and lightning.
I like Kelly just going out
Kelly's
to the
bleeding.
apron.
Yeah.
He was setting something up that didn't really come
really
to
happen.
fruition.
Yeah.
Just like Mickey
What?
climbed the top turnbuckle and just kind of dropped down.
Well, he got scared. He never goes up
Oh,
top.
there's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Of course Kelly would be gushing.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be in his tighty whities. Oh my God.
They've exhausted the light bulbs on one of those planks already.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Did you see that chop from Justice? That just knocked Kelly out of his freaking socks there. This guy. There's something going on with his arm now that he's back from the Shadow Realm. I'm not sure what it is, but oh my God. We got guys like just beating each other up. This is Kelly is known for just getting into brawls.
Yeah.
Hey Vera, it's all good. We're just happy that you're here.
Exactly.
Mickey Kelly really not doing what he could in properly, hooking the leg. He's just putting a leg on there.
I mean, he did an F5 onto a chair.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of like puts his foot on his chest, like gingerly. And
These guys drink a lot of beer. They're not in
He
shape.
looks
Yeah.
tired already. He's tired
also,
already.
he just doesn't get wrestling, you know? He just doesn't get it.
Oh, there. See, now I'm worried whenever we see. Wow, big chair shot. Whenever I see someone take that hit to the lower back there, like front read.
Front read. You know, as we've shown many times, the spine is definitely susceptible to injury.
Oh, yeah.
Here in the SCFL, and you know, front read, his spine is hurt. Like it's
He
not.
just took that hit to the lower back, screamed, and then collapsed. Thank God that guy didn't follow up. Like Earl Von Cho's like, I'm not gonna follow up. Doesn't want to mess with the back, you know.
Yeah, these guys respect back injuries. they're
Most of
all
them
about
do.
the lower lumbar, you know.
Yeah.
Oh God, grabs.
Mickey has hit like 5 of those Donegal drivers.
God, this might be it. Oh, 2.9. Kelly's bloody all over the place. He just desperation. This is getting good. Bix is starting to like this, I think, even if one person's bleeding.
Justice Turner, man, he is all about the iron claw now that he's back.
Kelly's
you know,
starting to feel it too. He's screaming. He's bloody. He's in his element. It's been a month since he's had a great fight.
Yeah, he loves fighting. That's just the main thing about him. My God, you know, I'm really starting to feel.
Generic tag. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of prestige, you know, in this hardcore tag division now.
Vera, yeah. Well, Bix has made. He was here for March Sadness, maybe.
Yeah, he came into March Sadness.
We had to cut him off actually because I got scared. It's a long story. I feel bad. Oh God, he's got a light bulb. Oh.
Bix couldn't handle a live mic.
Yeah, well, Bix could not handle a live mic at all. The man usually has orange juice and has editing on his side.
It's apple juice.
Oh no! Lower back! Kelly Tiki torched the lower back! Oh my God! Oh God! Nikki Kelly just threw a punch.
No!
No!
Oh no!
What?
What the hell? 94%. Kelly got. He was covered in blood.
We've got 2 lower back injuries tonight.
2 lower back injuries to stars. This is. Oh my God. Alright, so guys, this is it.
Kelly's back. Oh no.
This is. Over the last few weeks, these guys, a former tag team, former friends, people that loved the way they looked. Talk to me about Spencer Morgan and Raoul Hernandez, guys.
Man, I couldn't believe. You know, it all started because Spencer had to leave early during a match. You know, he had to fill in a shift. And then the next week, he didn't show up.
I can actually cue that.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll do that now.
Spencer? What?
Spencer's walking out.
Oh God! Wait. Why would Spencer walk?
And then next thing we know is Ricky Robinson and Raoul are just ruining Spencer's life.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
Talk to me about more. Like, I mean, so Raoul kind of just talked his way into this fight, right? Because it was Ricky Robinson doing the work.
Yeah, Raoul is just, you know, he was the one who brought Ricky to the table to help him with Spencer. And Ricky's kind of been the guy who's been doing all the hurting and teabagging, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
But Raoul, I mean, this is his thing. And we saw last week, this guy was on a mission. He wanted to get noticed. He wanted somebody to book this damn match already. He wouldn't stop until somebody would guarantee him a shot at the U.S. champion, Spencer Morgan, and he's got it this week. But these guys, great friends. They loved how they
used
looked.
to be great friends.
And now, look at this. Look at this. They're not friends anymore. They're enemies.
And this is for the mug. This is for the Uncle Sledding title.
Yeah.
The stakes don't really get much higher than this. Only the world title is more important than this.
Yeah.
Look at this man. Look at this.
Oh my God. I'm Spencer
dapper.
Morgan. He is a special kind of guy. He won a tournament, and then he defeated a guy who won the biggest tournament ever. Like he's done some great things.
He's our greatest U.S. title holder in the history of this company.
Oh yeah,
The
company.
This place is so far from an operational company.
I mean, this is it. These guys are
Yeah.
finally facing off. After Raoul came in like match after match to like get this fight going. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Generic Tag brings up a good point that it's debatable that the world title is more important than the U.S. title.
I feel like discussion has kind of brought it back into some sort of relevancy.
Yeah, when he was just beating up like Dougie Middle and sledding Bianchi, I would argue that. But what he did in that backyard barbecue brawl, my God, my
Yeah.
goodness.
He's got to win over Magomed. I don't know what that means anymore, but
Yeah, it's meaning less and less.
He can beat up a guy who puts on really good, gets beat up really well and lasts a long time.
and now keep in mind Raoul was a kickboxing champion in this, like an S1 champion.
S1 champion.
Yeah, so like he's got really good knees. He's knocked out people before. Spencer Morgan can absolutely get knocked out at any time here.
And he's got a dangerous elbow. He destroyed Bradford Culpepper's knee with an elbow from the Tree of Woe.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's very true.
I am sitting here wondering when that high kick or elbow is going to happen, and how is Spencer going to react to that? I mean, Spencer Morgan is, he is the people's champion, you could say. He goes out, he fights. The only reason he hasn't defended is because he's been entwined in this whole like weird thing with Raoul, and now we're here and we're getting this, but man, I don't know. And Spencer just works an entirely different wrestling style than Raoul is used to. He's headlocks, really technical kind of holds, and Raoul is just all about hurting people. And man.
It truly is very, very interesting.
Yeah. And it's what's interesting to me is that Ricky Robinson, the guy who's been doing kind of the dirty work of Raoul, he's not here right now. He's not out here. Maybe Raoul told him to stay in the back, but he's sure been using him, to do his dirty work, all throughout the last couple of weeks. Spencer is using the speed that he has to his advantage.
It's really smart. I mean, if Raoul can't land anything, it's not going to knock anyone out.
Yeah.
Huge forearms into the face of Spencer. My God, Raoul is not holding back. There's like a darkness in Raoul's eyes now. We saw him just be obsessed with disruption, like everyone. I think Raoul's gonna take this. I'll tell you that much.
That's entirely plausible.
Yeah. I mean, he's the kind of guy that even if he's not the better wrestler, if he just lands the right shot at the right time, he can end it.
Yeah.
Raven Bright, it seems like the chat room right now is discussing Discussion Davis's fear of raccoons, a rational fear. The reason why Discussion Davis even fights is because one night he was attacked by a gang of raccoons that tore his upper lip off, and he learned he could have handled himself big frog splash misses. If he just knew the martial arts, he would have been able to punch them and kick them away.
Yeah.
And now look at him, he's one of the greatest champions ever. With technically either 11 or 52 title defenses. We don't know which.
It's really hard to tell.
I mean, with the people he's actually pinned, it's 11 or maybe 12 at this point. With the
think it's
people
12.
he's been in matches with, it's 53, I think.
Wow. Raoul kicked out of that Windsor knot there. That is the move that Spencer likes to finish with.
Chainsaw, I think what we need to do is, the chat room is calling, big fucking, my god, slap upside the head.
The showcase.
Chat room's asking for that infamous picture of Discussion being freaked out in Mr. Bianchi's backyard months ago.
Yeah, before the renovations.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Yeah, we could show that before Discussion comes out, because he's got an open challenge still. So we gotta think, like, who hasn't fought tonight? Who could possibly come out and do this? Discussion's had this open challenge going on for 3 weeks, 4 weeks now.
Yeah. I don't really want to bring this up because... But, Ichabod Adams did say that he's done messing around, and that the Alt-Right is going to come pretty hard for that title.
Parts.
Oh, these close pins.
My God, Spencer.
I was just gonna say I hoped it was Rat Middle, but
ooh, that'd be good.
I hope it's not Ichabod.
Me too. Ichabod already got a shot. Let's be real here. Ron Harris is the new real champion of the alt-right, and he's not even alt-right.
It is very important to point out that this is the co-main, and so the co-main. Oh, big forearms. And Raoul can do this at any time. Spencer Morgan, he's working shifts, guys.
Yeah.
He's a busy dude. He's not necessarily someone who you could just assume is getting in his training, whereas Raoul is like eating and breathing this fight, this match.
And publicly masturbating.
Yeah,
let's be real here. He still has that affliction.
Looks like Spencer just did the Wakanda sign. That'd be a weird twist to his character. Kind of into it. Whoa!
God, these guys are tired.
They're putting everything into every single punch right now.
I can't believe he kicked out of another Shote. Raoul knows this is the biggest fight. This is the biggest shot he's ever had at greatness.
And that's saying a lot. He's beaten Karate Hendricks. He's won tournaments. But he's taken a lot of damage.
He really is.
Oh, God. He's going for it. Look at that. Look, showing off his belt that's on sale. Little Inzaguri roll.
I want to say this. Spencer is a step ahead throughout most of this fight. He always seems to kind of know what to do next. And that is what makes a great champion. Man, whenever I see Raoul go for those knees, just you wonder, is that it? Is that going to be all for that? Can he handle more than that? Oh my God!
Those knees are
terrible,
devastating.
Oh God! Whoa! Raoul goes flying to the outside. Spencer is usually not this violent. He bows. Wow. Spencer's getting into it.
I think he knows that he has to go all out here. This might be a former friend, but it doesn't mean that he has to go easy on this guy.
Roy Zoom, if this match goes long, will Spencer get fired for getting late to work? He was a former .TV champion. He had the belt stripped because he had to make a shift. Luckily, the U.S. title has been really good to him. I don't know. In other words, I don't know how to answer that question. What do you guys think? I don't think he's got a shift right now.
I think he might have. I think he got this one.
Yeah.
I think he knows better.
He built up some PTO.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Generic tag. back in the day when he was like .TV champion, .TV before Wim went crazy and forced us to put it higher up on the card. It used to be like the second fight on the card, and Spencer just couldn't do that with his schedule because he's got keys and he's got to shut down the register, and there's just no guarantee.
Yeah, I mean, you saw during...
My God! Raoul just knocked out Spencer.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Like we
And
said,
he publicly masturbates!
Oh my God!
This has been a really brutal night.
90%.
we're not going
That's
to have
more-
anyone left for next week. Holy good God!
My God!
New champion, Jesus.
I am very, very disturbed by that. Before we head into the main event, I just want to bring up Substitute Series 2018 is coming June 30th. 3 new people are joining the league here, and all of our former substitute teachers, everyone's moving in. The tournament is continuing on, but right now, guys, holy crap. Spencer, Raoul.
I am blown away. I did not see that happen. We were talking about it, and then it happened. You know, like that's how dangerous that guy is.
We're gonna need more substitutes to pick up the slack with all these guys on injured reserve.
The picture is very disturbing, Jenner. It's and then on the rope says if only that Miles fellow could get cricked. Yeah, I mean, I think Ichabod would like that.
Gross.
Tonight has been a very, very weird night.
I think we need to see that raccoon picture to calm us all down.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to the raccoon picture. I'll bring it up right here. It's I don't like Spencer losing at all.
I'm
We're all just very quiet right now.
yeah.
I mean, so much. I mean, death is an overstatement, but you know, so much devastation this one night.
People are getting hurt, and like we had like a really bloody week a few weeks ago, and I can't even find this. God, there's just.
Does Let Lou keep downloading like JPEGs of ramen onto your computer?
I mean, let's be honest. He went. I remember that. I'll always remember that Sunday night. He went on. He went on Twitch and he just watched YouTube videos of ramen and just people making ramen and eating it and just scrolling through the comments. He literally spent the whole time scrolling through comments. It was.
Such a weird boy. If we can't find the raccoons, then we'll just have to.
I think that there's a good chance that we don't have that, but we do have discussion versus the world.
We can't get Jamie to pull that up.
Jamie cannot point it up. I'm very disturbed that we can't find that actually, but it's the production here has gotten so complicated at this point that I'm very, very disturbed. So I just want to bring up that this is brought to you by social media done the bike way at SCFL highlights at bike at district204admin.edu. And Kaizen is coming.
Wow.
That's another thing. And then
Almost forgot about that.
Yeah, Kaizen is coming. The Steel Drum Band. We're gonna do a quick musical interlude really quickly.
All right.
Oh, was that good? that good? Oh god, this is it. Discussion is walking out. I don't know who's coming. Here we go. Alright. So who's coming out? Federal fucking Bell opening up Fizz.
Of course.
Federal Bell, of course. The alt-right is being represented. Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Here they are. I guess if Ichabod wasn't coming out there, he might as well send one of his lackeys, right?
You know, a veteran of an operation.
I mean, Federal Bell is coming off of a good win over his son, Aladdin of the Democratic Socialists of America.
God.
On the ropes.
An operation.
It was an Whoa! And Discussion's kind of getting manhandled by Federal.
He's going to be looking for that Operation Roll.
Federal Bell, a 2-time winner of the Substitute Series. He, of course, is a substitute drill instructor.
Sure.
That's how he found his way into that tournament.
A lot of substitutes. I think we have up to 12 in this upcoming one. Hopefully, if people can stay healthy. God knows.
Yeah.
This is a big deal right here. I mean, this is a legit defense for Discussion without a doubt.
Yeah.
If he can pull this off. And funny enough, notice how there's no one from the alt-right here to back up Federal Bell.
That is curious.
Not
It
typically.
seems like the whole squad.
You know, knowing Ichabod, he could be in again. You know, or he could be in New Jersey, any Trump International golf course.
God. Thank God Picaporte's out there. I'd like to give a shout out to Ron Harris, Picaporte, and Discussion, who did a lot of work today by reffing. It's still coming out here to put on a show. The league is very injured. Jessica, could you drop in the injured list, possibly?
Yeah, let me...
I can only imagine what it's at right now, especially with, like... Thank God no one's been sucked into the Nether Realm, or the Shadow Realm.
Oh my God, that is the
Nether Realm
one
is from
thing.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the one thing. NetherRealm is the developer of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Well, no, Nether Realm is in it as well.
Oh, okay.
We don't have updates on the people who were, injured tonight. You know, we'll find out what their diagnosis is
Oh
and
God,
update it.
that means that list is even longer.
Yeah.
But here's the people that I noted down that were hurt. The mass cyclist got knocked out. Credit Lewis got something happened to his arm. Front Reed and Kelly both had something happen to their back.
Oh,
and
God.
Spencer Morgan also got knocked out.
That's 5 people added to that. The league is really beat up right now. Like, we're going with just out of necessity. We're going like to the C team starting here.
We're gonna have to start doing promo on these shows.
I like how
Mega Man-
Raven is really starting to understand what this show is all about.
Mega Man is gonna have to go out there and lose again.
Whoa! Look who it is! Knees! It's Miles.
Miles, man.
What the hell?
This is how the Discussion Davis Open Challenge at the barbecue got all out of hand.
Hell yes.
Miles wants that title shot. We haven't seen Miles in so long.
What is he doing?
I don't really know.
Well, Miles is fighting Discussion for some reason. Maybe
you know,
he's trying to pin Discussion, is what he's trying to do.
That might be. He might know. He's trying to steal the alt-right's thunder here, maybe. This is
not good.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh God, Miles is already done though. He's he's walking away now, kind of freaking out.
You know, he's definitely sullied this match for the
He's- I mean, I will admit, he is a bit of a showboat. You know, a glory hound, whatever you want to kind of call him, but it's so baffling.
There's no way that Miles has joined the alt-right. Interesting that
Yeah.
once he heard the shouts, look at him, he kind of wants to come back in to fight Federal, but he's freaking out a little. This is very odd. Whoa, Federal Bell with the nice, beautiful little roll-up. Oh God!
Wow.
Oh God!
Could you imagine? Could you imagine Federal Bell, a veteran of an operation?
Another one. Oh my God, I think he's got him. I think he's got discussion. Oh, 2.9. Miles is
really
leaving.
wants to
What
hit
the hell?
that top rope champions fall.
I think he hit it once, maybe at the barbecue.
Yeah. Miles is really having a tough night.
God, Federal Bell's got that chair. Oh God, Discussion's getting his ass kicked. Federal Bell is about to become the champion with Ron Harris. I hate this so much.
I just hope he doesn't poke him in the back. With that chair. If he does, it's over. Like, we've seen that. Like, hitting somebody in the head is fine, but the small of the back is...
Small of the back is so dangerous. You know, no, you can't block that. What the hell? 2.9. Thank God. Please, Discussion.
Oh my God, an operation.
Ugh.
Operations never change.
A big boot to the face there. Discussion's finished many people with that. Miles
Yeah.
is so torn right now.
He knows that they did change the rules of the Open Challenge after Miles came out during the Ichabod versus Discussion match. It is no longer a matter of just whoever comes to the ring. It's the first man who comes to the ring. Or woman. You know, I mean, that's...
Yeah.
If Mama Dinner wanted to come out here, nobody would stop her. But she
She should be stopped.
yeah.
Someone should stop her if she, for some reason, decides to try and head out.
Watch, now she's gonna... When she returns from
Oh.
the ring, she's gonna... Oh my God.
Thank God. Discussion, do this. Oh, God. The crowd is getting into it. I'm very worried here. Whoa! I think Federal just broke Discussion's neck. 2.9.
Oh
Jesus.
my God, he snapped. That is the Peruvian neck snap.
It's the
That
hardest part of the neck.
That is a deadly maneuver that should not be used in professional wrestling.
Only in operations.
Come on, Discussion, do this. Beautiful combo. God, Miles is freaking out. 2.9.
I feel like Miles, by being at the foot of that ramp, is keeping the alt-right from coming out and interfering.
You're absolutely right. That is so smart.
He knows as long as he's there, this is going to be as fair of a match as possible.
Right.
And that is...
So you're saying by beating up Discussion briefly, he tricked you all right into thinking?
No,
did it.
he wants everybody, I think.
I think he wants Discussion really bad.
Yeah.
We know that. I just think he doesn't consider Federal Bell a threat, and that perhaps is an oversight.
Come on,
But now
Discussion.
he's down there. He's making sure that none of these guys come down to the.
I can't believe I don't have the raccoon. It's got to be somewhere. There's literally dozens of scenes at this point. Over 50.
Over 9,000.
Oh yeah.
Big
My
boot.
God.
Big lariat. Ugh.
Oh!
Discussion getting his breath back.
I know. Could you imagine if both Spencer Morgan and Discussion Davis, we've seen. I mean, let's be real here. We've seen title changes tonight. You know, like the Hardcore Tag Championship changed hand, U.S. Championship changed hand. What else could happen here? Oh, that neck snap is just...
I know.
I can't even... Discussion kicking out is just crazy.
At this point, I'm just being very quiet. And, like, I'm just so stressed. I really think Federal Bell's going to win this. It's just,
I sure as hell hope not. But I don't like to sound biased, but this man... we saw him beat up his son. No heart. Discussion just flat out smashes him in the face with a chair. And then in the back, like, you know, he didn't go for the small of the back, though. You got to think that's a mistake. You got to hit him in the small of the back. That's where the damage is done.
there's one place to the aim.
Yeah, not the chest, not the shoulders.
Right,
not
like
the head.
aim for the tramp stamp, you know? It's,
Yeah. Wow.
oh God, another neck break maybe? Oh God, don't tap
Oh,
out,
no.
Discussion. Don't tap out.
Oh my God.
There's
oh my God.
nothing that Discussion loves more than his world title reign. We all know this.
Wow. I couldn't believe he got out of that.
Oh, another huge suplex from the top.
This is Federal Bell is owning Discussion here. This guy is gonna win the goddamn substitute series, and he might be the champion.
I hate it. I hate it. Oh, 2.9 my heart.
Oh my God, pity my heart.
Yeah, it is. I mean, no matter what, guys, Federal Bell is being entered into the substitute series on June 30th. So,
Yeah.
oh my God, imagine if he wins the title.
Imagine if it's for the world title. Like, oh my God, come on, Discussion. We're in the fifth round now, Discussion. This is where you're supposed to come alive.
We know that Federal Bell is damn good. We know that former tag champ.
Yeah, he's picking
He's
up his
beaten
pants.
Philly Davis before.
That is true.
Oh, 2.9.
This is insanity. No more. Come on, Discussion. You gotta win this.
Oh, there it is, big boot. Oh my God, do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, 2.
Oh,
Oh God.
dare I say, Federal Bell has done more damage to the champion at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Federal Bell can knock him out at any time. I think.
I mean, we saw the sleeper. We've
Whoa.
seen the neck snap. I mean, what else can he do? This is throwing
It's-
everything at Discussion here.
Oh my God, Discussion saw the tape. Now he's just kicking him in the lower back.
Oh
He's
my
seen
God.
what can be done.
And say Federal's is gonna go for that operation roll next.
The operation roll is one of the more effective maneuvers.
I hope we get to see the operation roll.
I like with
25 minutes.
he
I hope
drops-
we don't because he's into people with that.
Jesus, 2.9. Very distracting, Miles Manhoof. Shadow boxing out there.
Yeah, he's just pacing. I think he's as nervous as we are. Oh my God! Who reverses a suplex by kicking a man in the balls?
Yeah. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just watching. Like, Discussion has got to do this. Pull out something big, dude. What the hell?
Not your hog, though. Not your hog, buddy.
Oh, 2. Federal Bell still feels good.
Yeah.
Oh, Federal Bell's kicking Discussion's ass. This can't happen.
This is insanity.
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, champions fall on the chair. Come on. Come on.
Come on.
3. Oh,
Oh my God.
thank
That
God.
move puts everybody away.
Onto the chair. That came out of
Dear
nowhere.
Lord.
27 minutes. Miles Manhoof is saying something to Discussion and Federal Bell right now. Miles Manhoof is back in this, baby. Whew, 87% only?
Ah.
Wow. Oh, I am exhausted.
That was incredible. That was.
It's been a wild night, guys. As always, a wild night. Another wild night.
We've seen a lot of injuries, a lot of heartbreak.
Yeah.
We saw a 60-minute draw between Tapas Tiempo and Kurt King.
Well,
a lot of gassing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
much gassing. Jessica, let's do your patented recap.
All right. In our opening scramble, not only did we see the mass cyclist get knocked out, but Ron Harris becomes the third man ever to defend the opening scramble frying pan. I'm just as shocked as anyone else would be. In our MMA contest of the night, Chuchai Train Muay Thai Gym didn't give a shit about these weird 3-minute rounds and knocked out Wigwam with an elbow round 3. In a submission match, Mike Miller destroyed Credit Lewis with an armbar at 8.5 minutes. It was pretty gnarly. Yeah, poor Credit Lewis. He's just trying out there, trying to spread the word of Trudeau, trying to not be associated with his shitbird dad.
Yeah. My God.
Meet Mien took out Fragrant to knock in a hardcore match in 7 minutes with the pin drop DDT. That weird triple threat team building exercise between Tapas Tiempo, Gordon Kuntz, and Kurt King. Kurt King tapped out Kuntz with an abdominal stretch early in the match, but then, well, not necessarily early, like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes in.
25, 30 minutes in, yeah.
But all three guys were gassed out at minute 7 though, and it went for a full 60. And they were trying to go further, but it just we had to call it. Earl Von Trell in a hardcore match poked Front Reed in the spine with a piece of wood, and Reed just dropped like a sack of potatoes.
I don't want to laugh because he very well could be really, really hurt. Because he, like, went down as soon as that wood hit his spine. Like, it might have been, like, a little piece of wood to, like, just shut him off. Like, he might be paralyzed. It's really bad.
Yeah, a splinter got between his vertebrae and hit the spinal cord.
He's just done.
Captain White hit the Black Pearl on Cheesus as the High Seas defeated Hero and Cheesus Supreme in just under 20 minutes.
Very
and
sad days. Very sad.
Sad days. So sad. In a Falls Count Anywhere match, Giovanni Dinner defeated Weatherwalker with Spaghetti, I believe on the outside, which Bix thought was damn near perfect, which kind of surprised me. It was a good match, but I don't know if I'd give it a 99 out of 100. That's just my personal opinion. Anyway,
Bix is just really weird, and we can't trust him.
We have to accept his ratings as gospel, though. No one else will do it. Murph has abandoned and forsaken us.
Yeah, for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Wim Nyman has become the god king of the .tv landscape by knocking out Magomed. I don't think I had that listed on my notes. But he took out Magomed with a Death Valley driver in 8 minutes 40 seconds to become the greatest .tv champion in the history of the world.
Yeah.
In the hardcore tag title match, Justice Turner, using the same technique as Earl Von Trell, hit Kelly in the back with a stick and shattered his spine.
It was a tiki torch.
Yeah.
Left over from the barbecue.
For the U.S. title, Raoul Hernandez drilled Spencer Morgan with a flying knee and knocked him out at 19.5 minutes to take that championship mug.
He's the second person ever to have that mug.
Yeah.
The second person to hold the mug.
Terrible.
And then
Steaming hot cup of coffee.
Cuban coffee.
Yeah.
And then Discussion Davis, in a match he was getting his ass kicked, not just by his opponent Federal Bell, but by Miles Manhoof, ended up gutting it out, but technically 6th round Discussion showed up to hit the Champion's Fall on Federal Bell 27 minutes into the match and took home the victory. So what an amazing night.
It was an amazing night. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of history being made. we've been doing this for so long now, and that's why I'm so happy. Generic, Chudley, Chainsaw, all the regulars. Still miss you, Murph. On the ropes, it is what it is. And to all of those people that came here for the first time, thank you. It was cool experiencing this with you. It was a weird. I feel like I say this every night, but it was a weird night.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, see? Chainsaw, a good, weird show. Very confusing. But, I mean, that's all I gotta say. I just want to keep in mind that we're 3 weeks away from the Substitute Series. Next week, we've got multiple championships. We got Technology Cooper defending the hardcore title against Puncho Baggins. And the Lost Boys are coming back to defend their tag championships against Computer Collins and Foundation Russo. So, I mean, we already know that next week is a hell of a show. Yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna say I love all you that came in and stopped in and watched, and even those of you that didn't. Good night, Walsh. What do you gotta say?
Yeah, I mean, what a show. Really, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, so much happened on this show. So many people were hurt. So much history was made. Really an incredible night. Thanks everybody for showing up as always. My God, we're gonna have another open challenge next week. Discussion Davis is giving us a heart attack week in and week out.
Say goodnight, Jessica.
Good night, everyone. We love you very much. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for following along this wild and wacky ride.
Okay, goodbye. Oh.